have reached the rank of Baron, so I wanted to distribute these new development points. I thought about going, there's we could go any of these three ways, but I thought about just going more towards the construction side just to really rank up a little bit faster, because once you start establishing a bunch of towns and providences, then you can really start to just speed through this development. So I'll probably just put 2 of these here. Not really worried about these trader ones for the moment, at least. Then we'll refine these pottery ones and just go from there. Just making smaller alliance agreements with smaller towns and stuff. As you can see, like, the bigger we've been growing, the mayors and the tinier settlements have been requesting our trade agreements and whatnot, even though we're not going to really... We'll accept their money or whatever, and we'll accept their agreements, but we won't really send anybody over there to actually do any trades. Then we'll start building on...
Exquisite.
We'll send them both over here to get this leveled up. Probably on the next level, whatever is past Baron, we'll probably go to level up the whole trade, the entire trade arc, just so that way they do trades faster and they do it in half the time, and they are able to carry more with their trades than they are right now, which will help us develop these smaller ones that we have, and then just accelerate the growth of our empire. At this point, we're pretty much just accelerating through upgrading all these towns and getting them to like a castle level. I'll show you guys when they go through which where we're at with some of these towns. You'll see that our main stable towns over here have grown to like a huge point. And now that we've got these more castle parts, then you'll see that we can actually have 15,000 people now instead of, I think the cap before was 10 or 12,000. I remember one of them at some point being 12,000. Try to just main stable these. And as it grows, we'll start to skip these smaller parts where we're upgrading, and I'll just do that all off camera more. And we'll just spend the rest of the cap that we built up in order to max out these castle levels. And also still in the process of finding good names for all these castles over here. So really just a zoom. He stopped, Fabius stopped holding his men here really. He's just got a small stable outside. Got a real true castle wall out here with all the bereavements along with that. Like a true castle here with a few upgrades still to go. And then our one of our bigger castles over here. This oh, where'd it go? This volcano has been pretty dormant recently. Usually they flare up every once in a while, but this one's kind of gone dead for the moment. Also, we still have a bit of a cave problem over here. There's some animals that keep leaking out of there every once in a while. We'll set these guys back to do their job.
And here we go. And here we go.
Putting us at like a negative 1.3 to like 1.5 million cap deficit for a while until it rebuilds, and then we can just keep infinitely restructuring all these places. Really need to do some road improvements on the next cap wave. Really just improve all the roads that are, all these roads have been pretty much maxed out for a minute now, but on these new castles, all these roads that I built here still need to be improved upon. And you can already see our cap deficit go from like negative 900,000 all the way down, and they pretty much cut that in half in like a matter of minutes. I usually like to let that go even and before I go readjusting it again, just so I can make very quick, fast improvements. And you can see here, this town that we're gonna take, the castle wall is pretty, you know, pretty small. They have the main huge castle, which is really what they want. They have some soldiers in training, but we also have 24 now. And once we get this cap even and we are able to ship these guys off to where we need them, then we'll be able to train more soldiers with that cap. It's already getting close to even now, as it fluctuates up and down every once in a while. We're able to steadily get like 1.5, 2 million around there.
I see that you've heard.
Then we'll make these small trade agreements with these people, just the small mayors and mayoresses or whatever. Even though we already have like our main trade partner with Fabian, until we decide to disband that in order to take his main castle. And here we'll just go through and get our cap all the way back to where we can make some main improvements, mostly signing army and building these roads. It's the small improvements that really really depend on like how we can move soldiers and take over this castle over to our right. Because the obviously he's at Emperor Leper already, so he's got a far larger army, but I mean you can see he's all spread out across all these provinces, and he's fighting a war with these people over here. It'll be a lot harder for him to reinforce when I have my mainstay castles all in this general area right here, and I can just take all these main roads just to attack him straight on, instead of him who would have to garrison forces from all over the place in order to make that possible.
Time to upgrade.
Really just work on building like a super highway straight to his doorstep, so that way we can get there as quick as possible and just hold it and take it. Really kind of a backstabby move. pretty much at cap. Try and get this one pretty close. But yeah, you can slowly start to see that progression to building pretty much like a main straight march all the way to this man's door. And pretty easily we'll be able to surround. We'll be able to surround that pretty easily and then take it before he's able to really reinforce himself there. And even if not, we can sign a neutrality agreement and then he'll have his shit all spread out and we'll be able to go back even where we need to be.
The route is ready. The route is ready.
Put both those guys back on their routes, and you can already see we got 2 more level 10s, and then these 2, once they get resupplied with what they need, they'll be on their way to level 10s. And obviously I can see why he doesn't have a force there, and these animals starting to become a problem. We'll check out where are these soldiers garrisoned. There's 8 garrisoned here. Apparently they don't have the morale that they need or something. For whatever reason. But yeah, really just building the army here. You can see people moving in and out, and then these castles are growing a little bit larger. Once we get our capital back, we'll be able to build up all these castles over here. You can see Carlton's crevasse is almost all the way maxed out in terms of how it can get. It's got a lot of protection along these borders, plus it's nestled in a really good area along with these 3 castles that they're not going to be able to just get in there easily. So that'll make it pretty hard for them. I don't know why this one's experiencing famine or low prosperity, and this one's nestled along this creek, so it puts it at a pretty good spot to get all that water, and it creates a really cool bridge right there. These troops always have no morale.
Not with us. There. Let's ride off.
Not with us.
Get on.
These dudes don't even seem to want to leave the area. We'll go attack this cave real quick.
We're practically there.
I don't know how they expect us to make our way up there. But you can see we are starting to build a force of our own.
Let's ride off.
We'll send these dudes back, and now we're getting more towards that even. Cap will grab these guys here, take them down to this mainstay, and we'll find where that other guy's gotten off to. Probably closer to the top of the map. Oh, maybe he's already there. Or they were both in the same spot, I guess.
Certainly.
Yeah, it appears that way. They had a brief overlap. These dudes are still fighting where they are. And we'll try to get these max castles to max, that way they're getting the most prosperity out of the region before we start producing soldiers in order to take over this castle. Which will end like our, I think it's like 2,000 week prosperity with this guy. Or not prosperity, peace treaty. Yeah, damn near 2,000 weeks. That's like years upon years. That's like fucking centuries. But we'll take advantage of that so we can steal all his shit. And this castle's actually been maxed out. You can see it's got huge walls and then a huge castle of its own. One of the few that's all the way to the cap, along with this one over here. I didn't even really check if it's, yeah, it was capped. Also, yeah, where's our freaking builder? He needs to start building some damn roads. That dude has got a huge, massive force right on our castle. I don't know why he keeps doing that, but... Not really where he needs to be if he's going to fight that war with all those other people he keeps creating conflict with. But we'll just keep building this up until we're able to attack this guy to our, like, directly right here. Will be our first competitor right now. He's like our longest standing ally, but we're soon going to turn that into a big ass problem for him. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you like this series, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like.